Hey, what's up you guys? It's Judy here with my Life as Kikay, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial, first impressions and review of the new Jeffree Star Jawbreaker eyeshadow palette. On this channel, I create videos on product reviews, makeup tutorials, and lifestyle advice, all done with aim to entertain, educate, and enrich the lives of others. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love for you to join the Kikay family, and if you're returning here to my channel, then welcome back. I'm so incredibly excited to be doing today's video because this is actually my very first ever Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette that I've ever purchased. I know he's come out with so many with the brightest, most beautiful, vibrant colors, but I finally got on the Jeffree Star bandwagon of eyeshadow palettes, and I finally caved and purchased the Jawbreaker eyeshadow palette. Now I am so incredibly impressed with the packaging on this. It is heavy, it is good quality, it is what you want from all your eyeshadow palettes. It's got a really decent sized mirror in it, and man, look at the shades in this palette. I mean, like, it is something else. It leaves absolutely nothing to be desired, so I'm really excited to try this out on my eyes today. I purchased the large Jawbreaker palette and the mini breaker off of Beautylish because it was sold out on the Jeffree Star Cosmetics website. I will leave that link in the description box down below if you're wanting to get your hands on it. But look at the colors in this palette as well. What I really love about these two palettes is that the colors don't really repeat themselves. You are getting something different if you purchase the big one and the smaller one. I mean, there are similar colors, but they're not exact repeating colors from the larger palette to the smaller palette. So I'm going to be saving the mini breaker palette for a different video, but today we are going to be using the big old Jawbreaker palette for today's video. I'm not going to let this intro get too long because I am determined to get my intro under at least 3 minutes. So before I go any further, if you guys do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and ring the notification bell because I put out 3 videos every single week. If not for any other reason than the fact that I just told you to, because I am your real dad and I will tell you what to do. I'm kidding. Subscribe if you want to. It's all cool. It's good if you do. It's all cool if you don't. I'm chilling right here. I'm just playing with makeup. I'm happy. Now I know I usually go in with my eyes first before my foundation base, but I just filmed a review of the Juvia's Place foundation, concealer, and powder, and I will leave that video listed in the description box down below if you want to check out what I thought of them. But that's why I already have my base on. Instead of a shadow shield under the eyes to catch the fallout, I'm gonna go in with a powder shield. So I'm gonna apply a layer of powder under my eyes to catch any fallout, which we can then swipe away once we finish with the eye look. I've never used any of Jeffree Star's eyeshadow, so I don't know how much fallout there is or isn't going to be, so we shall find that out together. So now, having said all that, I'm gonna get straight into this makeup look. Come in a bit closer, shall you? Come into my personal bubble. So like I said before, first I'm gonna go in with a powder shield to catch any fallout that may or may not occur. So I'm going to look super crazy for majority of this video, but I'm pretty crazy for most of my channel anyway. So first off, with this JH35, I'm going to go into the shade Bubblegum. With another fluffy blending brush, this one's just a Models Prefer crease brush, I'm going to go into this orange shade called Suck and apply that right next to the pink. Ooh, that is pigmented. These shadows are fine. And with another fluffy blending brush, but with not as big of a tip, I'm gonna go into the shade Wow and apply that right on the inner part of the transition. I feel like I need a bit of a denser tipped blending brush. I could sure use a color switch to clean my brushes right now. I'm going to use this Morphe E22 brush to go into the shade Wow and apply that on the inner part of that crease. Okay, I don't know if it's just because my skin tone is yellow in and of itself, but that's not really showing up in person as much as it is actually showing up on camera. So I'm just going to go back and forth with those shades and those 3 brushes and just start building and re-intensifying those shades until they are at the opacity that I would like. Okay, now just to deepen up the crease on the outer part, I'm gonna take this small tipped fluffy blending brush into this shade called Cherry Wet and apply that right on the lower lash line on the outer part of the eye. Okay, I'm debating whether or not I should cut my crease because all of my looks lately have been halo eyes, cut creases, and I kind of live for them, but I want to do a cut crease. You know what? F it, I'm gonna do a cut crease. So I'm gonna take my Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer and my favorite little lip brush for cut creases, and I'm just going to cut my crease. Let's count how many times I said cut crease in the last 5 seconds. I need to wash all my brushes. Where's that brush? So now with a tight packing brush, this is the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow brush. I'm now going to go into the shade. There's so many to choose from. I'm just going to go into the shade Jawbreaker, which is a shimmery, creamy white shade. And I'm going to apply that all over where I put down that concealer. It's coming out as an almost golden white yellow. Is that even a color? A white yellow? Now over the top of that, on the outer part of the crease, I'm gonna go into this shimmery pink shade called Snack and just apply that over the top. And now to blend in that cut crease with the outer part of the eye, I might go in with a little bit of this purple shade called Bite Me and ombre that in together. And just to marry those shades in together, I'm gonna go in again with some of that shade Raspberry and just blend those edges in together. I'm gonna re-intensify some of that pink on the outer part of the eye. Now I'm gonna dust away all that powder. I probably didn't even need to bother because there is not a whole heap of fallout. There's probably like just a tiny little bit from the purple shadow there, but there's not much else. So that's a really good indication the pigments are showing up, but there's not actually that much fallout. So that's a thumbs up. I didn't really know what to expect from these Jeffree Star eyeshadows because I have never, again, tried Jeffree Star before. I don't know why it's taken me so long to try them out, but I guess I just never really got around to purchasing them. So let's finish up the lower lash line, shall we? So under the lower lash line, I want to utilize as many of the other colors as possible. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of this indigo blue called Delicious on the outer part. Then I'm going to go in with this neon blue shade Soaked right next to it. Then I'm going to go in with Sour, this nice green one right next to that. And then I might finish with a Gumdrop depending on how much space I have. But let's just have a play and see how I go. There's a little cat that keeps coming to see me. So I was in the middle of filming this video and I had a little visitor. Hello? What are you doing here? Why? You want to get inside? It's a little bit wet out there. Come on. Come on. Come on, honey. She is the sweetest little kitty. She's just sitting out there meowing right now and she's just calling for me. Maybe I've discovered a new pet that isn't mine. I'm not really a pet or an animal lover. I know, don't roast me in the comments, but I barely have time to take care of myself, much less take care of a pet.
You're a sweet little thing.
I have no idea who this cat belongs to, but maybe I'm channeling my inner raw beauty Christy and all the stray animals are coming to find me. I don't know, maybe the universe thinks I need a pet. Maybe the universe thinks I need something to love. Can you hear her? She's meowing so loud right now. Okay, I'm gonna take some of this shade Cute on the inner part of the lower lash line as well, because this shade Sour isn't quite doing it for me. So I'm just gonna apply some of that shade Cute. Oh, honey. I'm gonna run this gold eyeliner in my waterline. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Eyeliner in the shade Dirty Talk. I feel like the lower lash line is quite heavy and dark, so I want to balance it out and bring a little bit more shadow up here as well. So I'm going to keep on building up that shade Raspberry on the upper part here on the outer corner of my eye. Okay, now I'm gonna go in some eyeliner, mascara, and possibly some falsies, and we'll see how that balances out the look from the lower lash line to the upper lash line, because I feel like it's a little bit dark down here, but I think that might balance out once I've got mascara and falsies and eyeliner on the upper lash line. I'm back with all of those that I said I was gonna put on. For a little bit of an inner corner highlight moment and some underbrow highlight, I'm gonna go back into that shade Jawbreaker and just apply that there. Oh my gosh, this little kitty won't go away. I want to place this shimmery bright pink color here called Cotton Candy, and I might apply some of that on the inner corner of my eye, but I want to swatch it first and see if I can do that. Ooh, that is pretty. Maybe I can go in with a little bit of a pink moment there. Ooh, there we go. Pretty. I like that. And then I might just go in with a little bit more of that shade Jawbreaker over the top just to bring back the brightness. There's a little bit of fallout from that pink shade Cotton Candy, so I'm just gonna brush that away lightly. Okay, for lips, I'm gonna go in with a ColourPop Cream Gel Lip Liner in the shade BFF2, and then over the top of that, I'm gonna go in with this old Maybelline gloss. I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but it's my favorite lip gloss. So that's what I'm gonna be going in with. I love this lip combo though. Ooh, it's so juicy. I just realized I don't have any highlighter on. I'm gonna go in with my Milani Strobe Light Highlighter. And then this is a little thing that I've been enjoying doing, but after applying highlight and bronzer, I go in again with a little bit of blush and just buff in the blush in with the highlight, and it just makes it look a little bit more soft. Not natural, because I mean, like, what about this whole look is natural, but it just makes it look a little bit more seamless. Okay, I think that's it for this look. Okay, so this is the finished look that completes the makeup tutorial portion of this video. Now I'm going to swatch every single one of these shades for you guys, and I'm really excited to dig my fingers into these because they are so beautiful. My experience with these pigments and blending them was beautiful. They are so incredibly smooth. When you look at them in the pan, they don't look like they're going to be as bright neon as they turn out to be when you actually apply them to the eyes. So that just goes to show that swatches are not an indication of how pigments are going to to apply on the eyes. But I'm gonna swatch this entire palette for you guys. I did try to use as many shades as I possibly could in this eye makeup look, but I think maybe less is more sometimes. I am loving my first experience with my very first Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette. It's a winner, love it. Definitely approval from me, well, from the shades that I have used anyway. So I'm gonna swatch this entire palette for you guys. Virgin, Good Morning, Bubblegum, Wow, Suck, and Licorice. On the second row we have Cute, Fuck, Gumdrop, Snack, Brain Freeze, and Jawbreaker. On the third row we have And What, Orange Juice, Sour, Soaked, Raspberry, and Cotton Candy. I like this row. And on the last row we have Lemon Drop. Ooh, I love that one. Bite Me, Cherry Wet, Tasty, Cone, and Delicious. Ooh, that's a delicious shade. And the cat is still outside. So I'm gonna try and do my best to film the outro of this video, but this cat is still meowing on the outside of my window. So if you can hear it in the background, I do apologize. She is the sweetest thing though. After I finish this video, I might go out and give her a little pat and have a play with her until I start sneezing, because I am allergic to cats. But we'll see how I go with her. But for now, go back to this video. I am in love with this Jawbreaker palette, you guys. I mean, did you see how those shades swatched? They are pigmented. The house, I'm gobsmacked. My jaw is on the floor. It literally broke my jaw. It's on the floor. It is that good. I cannot believe I waited this long to try out a Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette. It is my new favorite thing. Oh my goodness. Comment down below if you guys want to see more eyeshadow looks using this palette. There are definitely a whole myriad of things that you could do using this palette, because I mean, this palette is your oyster. So many pretty looks you could create out of this. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and ring the notification bell. I cannot stress enough how important that is, so you will be notified of the 3 times that I upload every single week. You can also follow me on my social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And on Instagram, you will see moments like when this lovely little kitty came into my home, and right in the middle of my filming, things that I just don't put in these videos, so they're not 500,000 years long. Although this video is probably already really long. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really truly appreciate that you've chosen to spend your time here with me today. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! I'm so excited to be doing... I'm gonna apply a layer of baking powder. This baby, it's cold outside. It's actually pouring rain outside right now, and it's probably like 4 degrees. Not sponsored, but wouldn't be opposed to one. What? I'm pretty crazy on most of my other videos anyway. I need a fluffy blending brush that is clean. I need to actually wash all of my eyeshadow brushes. This is the Makeup Geek. I cannot speak. Can I speak? So I'm gonna keep up. I can't speak. This cat is literally screaming outside my window now. I love my experience. I am loving my first experience. I cannot speak. Why is my desk such a mess every single time? I need to do something with my